One of the great secrets on how to make the perfect pork chop is first you have to brine it. Why? The meat is very lean, so when you brine it, one of the great things that you do is you put a lot of water into it and you put a lot of flavor into it. And that's it, we're done. Now I'm going to place this in the refrigerator and we're going to let it rest there for about 3 hours minimum. Overnight will be even better. What will happen is that the water will remoisturize the pork chops, making them nice and juicy. And the salt and the sugar, without being too excessive, will flavor even the deepest inner part of the meat itself. So when you take a bite, you'll have a wonderful flavor. Now, the pork chops have marinated for quite a few hours. I have taken them out of the bag. I dried them real well. The last thing that we're going to do before we cook them is to actually give them some outside flavor. So here we go. My cast iron skillet is getting hot. The pork chops are perfect and ready to go. Let me show you how to cook them. The thing that is spectacular about the skillet, it's the smoothness of its surface. There is a technique that I use where at the end, after the pork chops, I finish browning on each side, I add butter. Why? The technique is known as arrosé in French, and is a way in which the butter mixing with the heat of the cast iron below immediately melts, and as it melts it starts to brown, and as the butter starts to brown you want to glaze your meat with it, giving to it a glaze, a buttery taste, an addition both in the form of look and flavor of a glaze that is spectacular. When we add the cannellini beans and when we add the arugula to it, one of the greatest, I would say, achievements that we have is that these two flavors play together inside the skillet, still picking up the flavors that were left behind from the browning of the pork chops. At this point, what we do, we take the pork chops and we put them back into the skillet so that they can simmer together with the cannellini beans and the arugula. Why? We want on a lower heat for this to braise softly and to cook all the way through gently so we don't toughen the meat. Pork chops, cannellini and arugula, a little piece of magic that you can enjoy in my favorite skillet. And this is how you make the perfect pork chops. And so, it went down like this. Right after dinner, my friends asked me, "Nick, this is fantastic. How did you do that?" And I told them, it was me and Bob. And they go, "Who's Bob?" I said, "Roberto." And then they say, "Who's Roberto?" And I say, "My skillet. I got a name for it." And they started to laugh. I got two names, one in Italian and one in English. But the thing is that me and the skillet, we become best friends. I get up in the morning and ask my wife what she wants for breakfast. Here I go, I pull out the cast iron skillet, put it on the stove, and I make my eggs. It comes lunch that I am, and I fry myself a piece of chicken or maybe a nice little pork chops, and there it is. Me and Roberto, we're best friends. I'm teaching Roberto to speak Italian, and Roberto is teaching me how to cook with cast iron. We're the perfect couple.